Hello BitT viewers. Today we have a very special family here with us. I would like to introduce you Jenny.
Hi.
Ali.
Hi.
And a very special little boy, Aaryan. Also known as Ari. Say hello.
Hello.
Jenny, can you please tell us how did you first learn about Ari's condition?
In early November, we started noticing a lot of bruising on Aaryan's body. As a 10-year-old child, a 10-year-old boy being active, we dismissed it, you know, goes to school, he plays, he can bump, so on and so forth. So we saw the bruising early November, probably about 7 to 8 days, we dismissed it. We took him roller skating actually one weekend for a family party, and he fell a lot. So we came home, we saw more excessive bruising. Again, didn't think much of it until mid-November, a Friday.
It's kind of started. Then my gum started bleeding.
Yes.
So we went to the dentist, and then they said that I should go to a hospital. But then they said that I should go to Sick Kids.
And then that's when we went, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we were admitted to Sick Kids Hospital mid-November. They ran numerous blood tests, blood work. They also ran a bone marrow aspiration and bone marrow biopsy, only because his condition was very similar. The symptoms were very similar to leukemia, so they wanted to kind of see what was causing and what the condition was.
What was he diagnosed with?
After everything was finalized, he was diagnosed with a rare blood disease called aplastic anemia. So, I mean, aplastic anemia, it's something that, you know, nobody's really heard about.
When your blood cells are low.
When your blood cells are low, it's typed as a bone marrow failure disease. So, not a doctor, but from what I've been taught or explained, was your bone marrow produces your blood cells in your body. A normal being produces, it works about a 70% range. Aaryan, at that time when he was diagnosed, he was producing 30%. And from then till now, it keeps on decreasing. So it's a bone marrow failure disease, which causes, obviously, not enough production of cells in your body.
Maybe some of our viewers can relate to this. It sounds a lot like leukemia. How does it, is it similar? Is it different?
Symptoms are very similar. Treatments are very similar.
It's just that leukemia is cancer, and aplastic anemia is basically just bone marrow failure.
That's right. So your blood cells are normal versus leukemia where they're abnormal. It's just you're not producing enough blood in your system, in your body, to fight infections, to fight any cuts, any bruising, any bleeding. Hence why Aaryan's, been isolated in a sense, not to be near anybody who is ill or has been ill or in contact with anybody that is ill, because he doesn't have the immune system to fight off any of the infections.
It's not that I don't have an immune system, it's that
It's
I have a weak one.
a very weak one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Ari, can you tell me, when you wake up in the morning, how do you feel?
Most mornings I feel good, but the mornings that I have to go to the hospital, I just have anxiety. It's hard. It's hard.
I'm sorry you're going through that. So have you noticed a difference with your life now than before?
Well, before I could go to school and I'd play like soccer and dodgeball and gym and stuff, but now I have to stay home and watch TV.
I'm sure you do a lot more than watch TV, right?
No.
Ali, what is now that he's not in school, what are some of the things that he's doing so that he can keep up
We asked the teacher in the school to send his homework home, and we swap homeworks back and forth. We don't feel comfortable with him being at school because he's so prone to get bruises, and we don't want any internal bleeding and stuff because it's very difficult for the bleeding to stop. So we decided to keep him at home, and he's doing his homework. He does a little bit of he plays with his toys, Minecraft toys. A lot of video game, but keeps himself busy. We asked him to rest time to time as well, and just because we want to make sure that he has enough energy to keep going for the day.
Yeah. Can you tell us what are some of the treatments that Ari is going through right now?
Right now, Aaryan is going to the hospital twice a week to receive blood transfusion. For now, there's no other treatment that the doctors have given him to help him out with his blood cells. He's receiving blood transfusion twice a week.
Not always.
You've had 3 now.
Yeah, every time I've been, but most likely I usually get them.
Yeah.
I heard that you were afraid of needles. Are they big needles or are they teeny weeny little needles?
They're small, but they hurt. They hurt still.
I can imagine. You were showing me some of your pokes earlier.
Do you want to show them? Where?
So I have one here from yesterday. There from yesterday. And then this one was from Monday, but it's been bruised, so it stayed there.
You've gone through so much and you're still a little boy.
I know.
I'm so sorry. But you know what? I see there's so much energy in you and there's a lot of happiness. Are there days that you feel sad? And what do you do on the days that you feel sad?
I talk to my parents about it. Mm-hmm. But it's usually in the nighttime because that's when in the nighttime I have nothing to do and I start thinking about things. So,
such as, what do you think about?
Anything.
Like, can you tell us?
Like anything.
About what's happening with you?
No, like anything.
Oh, okay. But do you think about what's happening?
Yeah, I'd be like, and once it started, but before I used to think about anything.
I know, but we're asking you about now, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about at nighttime?
Like,
why it's happening to you?
What can go wrong?
So you're talking about the future,
Yeah.
about what's going on and what you can go wrong.
Well.
So you're a little scared about what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ali, what sort of treatment options are there available for Ari?
Well, there's long-term treatment, or there's something that's a cure. So the best treatment for this condition is bone marrow transplant or transfusion. So that's why we're starting a campaign for Aaryan to get as many people as possible to register to bone marrow, to do a swap and register to Blood Canada, and get as many people to be committed to this.
Did you want to say something, Ari?
Yeah, and the doctor, he said that maybe in like 4 or 8 weeks, I could get better on my own.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's what we're all hoping for, right? But we have to be proactive.
Because like last month, I got a little sick and maybe it affected my bone marrow, so maybe it just stopped working for a little while, and then it's just gonna get back
to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know that all of our viewers out there are going to be praying, for your health. Now, Jenny, if someone wanted to become a registered donor, can you please tell us how they can go about getting a swab test?
For now, you could either register online at onematch.ca. Basically, it's they'll ask you several questions. It's a questionnaire that you have to fill out, and if you're eligible, they will send you either a kit at home where you can do a simple swab test, or you can actually go to a driver clinic that is doing the swabs that day. With One Match, with the Canadian National Bone Marrow Registry right now, they're accepting people who are between the ages of 17 and 35. Not to get into the whole, technical terms, but it is regulated through Health Canada. So for those who are within 17 to 35, we ask simply either go on the website, get a kit mailed home to you, or find a clinic, make an appointment, and go in and do a swab kit test.
There's a couple of important things with being a donor with this. One, they have to commit. There has to be a committed donor. They have to commit, whether that's for Aaryan or for other kids that's in need. They need a lot, especially when it comes to Asian and Middle Eastern descent. And there's not a lot of participation in this bank. So about 80% of the donors or the registered donors are right now Caucasians. So we do need the Asians and the Middle Easterns to participate, and everybody that to participate in this bank and to create a larger pool. Because one of the things are that the best chance for Aaryan is from his origin or his ancestry line. So whether that's Asian, Vietnamese, or from Middle Eastern side. So both, it's important for us to promote both of them and to get as many people on this bank as possible.
Now, is there anything that you would like to convey or say to our viewers?
You want to say thank you? You can say thank you to everybody.
Thank you if you donated or if you will donate, because it has a better chance of me getting better and a lot of other people out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Spreading awareness about aplastic anemia. I think it's a rare blood disorder that nobody really knows about. People hear about anemia and they think it's low iron and they'll just move on. It's a rare blood disorder that needs to be stopped. There's treatments out there that could help him prolong his life, but putting drugs into your system is not the best thing.
Really the best treatment is cure.
Yeah, the cure. There's treatments to prolong your life. The best cure for Aaryan, for anybody who is suffering with aplastic anemia, is a bone marrow transplant. I want to basically thank everybody out there on behalf of Aaryan and Ali for everything that everybody's doing, and just to continue to pray. Thank you, honey. Continue to pray, continue to support, show their kindness. It's going to be a very long road ahead for the three of us and for everybody, and
Good thing there's tissues there.
and to continue to keep him the way he is. I mean, Lee, you see, he's a smiling boy and
Happy-go-lucky.
Yes.
That's the first thing I sensed when I first met you. You're just a happy-go-lucky boy. But there were some pictures I saw on Facebook that you were not as happy. That must have been after your treatment. So we hope that there are viewers out there that will take action, that will go and get a swab test. I know there's clinics throughout North America.
Just to clarify, anybody who is Canadian, it is through the One Match program. Anybody who lives in the States, it is through Be the Match. And also, we're reaching out to everybody basically worldwide. Just to clarify, One Match does have access to 73 other countries, national registries. So, I mean, to everybody who's out there to share our story, Aaryan's condition, please open your hearts and find it in yourself, especially, during Christmas. It's right around the corner, and we want him home, and to have our Christmas with each other, right? You want to be home for Christmas, right?
Well, thank you very much for sharing your story, and Ari, thank you so much for being so brave. We know that you'll get through this, And, you know, our viewers out there, please, if you can, try to get a swab test. So should we say bye to our viewers?
And
Peace.
Hey guys.
Thank you.